Welcome to Sensational Sex audio series. You're about to hear one of Australia's leading experts in understanding the psychology of sexual behaviour. Dr. Janet Hall, speaker, hypnotherapist and author of 4 books, many audio tape programs and the unique software program Goalmaker, is your guide now in the art of sexual success. Jan's gift is to make psychological information user-friendly, easily understood and easy to apply. For over 25 years, she's given people clarity and direction from her Accelerated Success Centre in Melbourne. Enlightening and entertaining, Jan affirms, encourages and empowers you to make changes that will have long-term positive effects for the rest of your life. You'll benefit immediately from the information Jan gives, but like all audio recording programs, we highly recommend frequent listening. By committing to regular listening and following through with Jan's suggestions, you will benefit by anchoring in the positives that make sex safe, pleasurable and sensational. Please note that in order to make her sexual advice easily understood, it may be necessary for Jan to talk openly at times, even bluntly, about sexual behaviour. So an implicit agreement for you in listening to this sensational sex tape series is that you will not be offended by any of the material that is covered. Please also take responsibility in using this material at an adult level. It's not appropriate for minors to be listening to this sexually explicit coverage.
Many people have wondered how sexual fantasies work, and this tape will show you how. It's important to know how they work if you want to maximise their use in sensationalising your sex life. Indeed, fantasy is a universally possible human experience that can add great value in sex. The advantages of fantasies are that they're private, so they needn't affect anyone else or depend on anyone else, and they actually change body chemistry. They stimulate arousal that can give you a head start on pleasure with yourself, or even add stimulation during your sexual encounter with someone else. You see, the image comes before the reality and begins preparing the body for that reality, so the body acts as if the reality is happening. Psychological experiments by Professor Pribham at Stanford University confirmed the virtual identity of imagination and real experience in terms of physically measured responses. To put this in everyday terms, it means what you think you see, you will feel in your body. People have also wondered why fantasies occur. Well, considering the fact that sex can be so complicated, it's problematic that society doesn't give us permission to learn about it by watching others do it. And it's a well-known fact that when people can't learn about something easily, they tend to worry about it. So, in watching fantasies in your mind, you can defuse this anxiety. But some people say they never, or at least hardly ever, fantasize. This could be because they simply don't know how to. They don't know how to tap into the wonderful resource that the human imagination offers us. It could also be due to a mental block where the person resists the power of the imagination, thinking that nice people shouldn't think sexy thoughts deliberately. Or even more seriously, fearing the depths of what they think might be depravity to which their minds can take them. Well, let go of that negative, limiting and destructive thought. If your brain is a bus, then you're the driver and you can drive it anywhere you want. And if your body gets the joyride, celebrate. Orgasms are a wonderful way to celebrate being alive. Now let's do an exercise which is intended to help you to evaluate your present use of fantasies and how you feel about them. It might suggest some directions for you to take in enhancing your fantasies. You might like to answer each of these questions on a piece of paper or just talk into a tape recorder if you don't like writing. Just be careful, though, where you put it, because it'd be awful if your mum or your partner found them without you wanting them to. First question. Do you have sexual fantasies? Have they changed over time? If so, how? Second question. When do you tend to have your sexual fantasies? When you're stimulating yourself to orgasm?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?